Once again, we find ourselves in the throes of gift-giving season. And whether you're a bargain hunter who gets up at the crack of dawn on Black Friday, or a techie searching for the latest gizmos and gadgets, we all have the same goal: to find those perfect presents for our loved ones. Is there anything more exciting than gathering around the Christmas tree with family and friends and being handed a shimmery gift that's been picked out just for you? Your heart races. You give it a little shake. What could it be? Did they remember something you mentioned months ago? Did they see something in the store window that reminded them of you? You can't take it anymore. You rip off the paper with wide-eyed enthusiasm and excitement until you are holding your new gift. It's exactly what you wanted. You can't wait to play with it. But as you're taking it out of the box, you see those 3 words that have plagued Christmas mornings for nearly 50 years. Batteries not included. Surely they picked up a pack. They didn't. You must have some in the kitchen drawer. You don't. Then reality sets in. You will have to leave your cozy gathering and brave the weather if you want to use your new present. But the good news is, if you pick the right brand, that present will keep on going and going and going. And that's why this week's On Brand is on Energizer Batteries.
You're all jazzed up, nearly having a cow. You want your favorite show and it's on right now. It's on brand.
Welcome to On Brand with Jon and Marisa.
Hey, I'm Jon.
Hey, I'm Marisa.
Ho, ho,
Okay.
Here we are.
When you said going and going and going, I literally got full body chills. That is the power of marketing.
That's the power of branding. That's why we do what we do. And I hope someone is at the Christmas tree listening to the pod right now with their new AirPods or their Beats headphones, and they're like, I do need batteries. Fudgesicles.
Wow, this is a huge one. I didn't know that this was something I had such a strong emotional connection to. Am I an Energizer girl?
Are we Energizer bunnies?
I guess we are.
So I did it because, this is coming out Christmas morning.
Oh my God.
I've done Santa Claus. I did the incredibly controversial Elf on the Shelf this year. I was like, what's a different angle of Christmas?
Sure.
And it's this. And it's almost too late to do it because now so many of the gadgets and gizmos and gadgets we get are USB and you charge them. They're rechargeable.
Sure.
You get
I will
cables.
tell you, as a parent, battery management is 90% of my job as a parent. I have tiny screwdrivers all over the house. I just went to Costco like a few days ago and got the double packs of batteries, the AAA and AA. That's what's flying. I even have gotten over the years, so many things come with those little tiny stupid coin cell batteries, but they're all a fraction of a millimeter different sizes, so they're not interchangeable. I recently got like a pack of like 100 of those, the itty bitty bitties, and then the big fat flat boys, the pancakes. I got all of them, and it drives me up a wall. It feels like batteries have gotten worse over the years, or maybe just like everything like gets left on and doesn't it just drains the battery. Batteries are the 5th character of Christmas, like Sex and the City, New York. It is Santa, Elf on the Shelf, Rudolph, children, and batteries.
Well, I'm glad you're having such a big reaction to this because I almost questioned it. I was like, is this going to be boring? And speaking of batteries, like I don't buy them that often. I don't have that many things anymore that need a battery, but you do need to have them on hand. What drives me crazy about batteries, at some point, both Duracell and Energizer, and probably all of them are like, buy this pack of batteries. They are good until 2093. Yes. And then I get them, and then like in 6 months I go to get one and they're all corroded. Like somehow they've leaked. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? I didn't think I would have to buy batteries again until my grandchildren would buy them.
It is so true. And my mom has batteries that she'll like bring over. I'm like, I need a what's the big fatty, the double D.
No, it's just a D. There's
thickies.
C, double A,
that's
triple A. That's my bra size. We learned that at
Victoria's Secret.
I was going to say Sharper Image. I'm going to need a massage. Could you check my breast size while I'm vibrating? Yeah, they're C's and D's.
Yes.
D's are like the battery flashlight.
Yes, the big
C's are
fat
small,
ones.
a little smaller than, and then 9 volts. Don't even get me started.
Even
I feel like I'm like working on a Frankenstein. It's like I have to hook up these two little.
I have jumper cables. I'm in the lab.
The only thing I ever use those for were touch on the tip of my tongue, and you'd get a little like.
You get a little zap.
Did you ever do that?
Yes, and that's like probably deadly. Like, don't do that. Battery acid has been like burned in our minds, literally, that this is dangerous. My mom gave me some D batteries that were from like 2002.
Yeah, and they worked.
No, they didn't work, but like they were from 2002. Like they're very cocky with how long they say batteries are going to last in the future.
It's bull crap.
Yeah, it's bull crap.
I've stolen batteries from jobs because I work in film, and like if you're on certain films or film sets,
batteries
like,
are
they'll go through
flowing.
batteries, like they'll go through 100 in a day, like change them out on the cameras and stuff. Then they'll leave those there. So I would take those, like maybe there's a little juice left in them, batteries.
Sure, squeeze a little juice.
I've been poor and have bought like I have like one of my maxi swatches hanging in my living room, which is like basically a big wall clock that looks like a watch, and it takes a C battery, which is also a stupid one.
Yeah.
And I was poor at one point, and I bought C batteries from the 99-cent store. I think we have actually mentioned this on the pod.
Yeah.
And it like wouldn't keep time. It was like tick tock.
Clocks need to be well batteried.
There is something to be said about a name brand battery. These guys have been doing this game for a long time. It does feel a little like archaic that you still have to buy these like things, and then people go through the whole phase of like getting the rechargeable system.
We got the rechargeable system.
You have like in your like laundry room, you've got these machines. It is Frankenstein.
It is
like little baby Frankenstein.
Batteries turn us all into Frankenstein. It is crazy.
Mad scientists.
IKEA has a pretty good battery recharger thing. It's like you plug into the wall, but then even that, it's like those batteries are more expensive. So it's like, oh, you get 6 of them, and 2 are in the remote, 2 are in the little doggy toy that barks, 2 of them are over here. You're rotating batteries around, you're charging them.
Yeah.
Then I have 2 shopping bags. I'll get them for our picture, full of dead batteries. And David is like, throw them in the trash. I'm like, you're not allowed to.
Throw them in the trash.
You're not allowed to. But then this is my beef about that. If it is so dangerous to throw batteries in the trash, have like a pickup day once a month where like the garbage man picks up the batteries. Like to put it on us. To put it on us?
Put it on us.
I have to drive to a Best Buy and be like, can you take my bag of old batteries? I'm like driving around town with a semi-truck full of old batteries.
I have to go to Best Buy, bag my own electronics, come home, use my batteries, go back there, recharge them.
My whole life is just interacting with Best Buy in various capacities. I can't.
Is there anything more depressing than Best Buy? Have you been in a Best Buy in the last 10 years?
Yeah, I have been in the
Nobody's
Best Buy.
in there. There's still a greeter. That poor sucker's
There is still a greeter?
There's still a greeter.
It's probably honestly a stealing.
It's a theft prevention.
Yeah.
It's someone to grab you as you're
not like
running
an
out.
old Walmart man.
No, it's not a sweet old Walmart man. But it's like they don't sell like unless you're in it for a refrigerator, like they don't sell DVDs anymore.
You know, that's what I have gotten from Best Buy appliances.
Yeah, I think that's all. And maybe because that's not what I'm shopping for.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get in. Not only are we going to get an Energizer, we're going to go back to 2050 BC. Thank you. We are going to travel all through time in this Christmas spectacular. And I'm just saying Christmas.
BC before clip.
Before
Clip clop.
Clip Clop. BCC. We are going BCC.
I love it.
But before we do that, I thought I would share with you, since it's Christmas, I treated myself to a new article of clothing.
That's fun.
I don't know if I could say that any gayer.
Oh.
I literally just watched myself in my head watching that clip on YouTube, and I'm like, you're too gay. All right, so let me share with you what I bought.
Okay.
Now, I hadn't planned on getting these, and they were a little expensive.
Okay.
And when I say expensive, I'm not talking about money.
What did you pay in?
More blood.
Oh.
I got the Pac-Man socks. I got the Red Cross Pac-Man socks.
Oh my gosh.
Last
Those are
week.
quite cute.
How cute are
here's
these?
what I bet you love. that it doesn't say American Red Cross on the ankle.
No,
it's
it says
hidden
it,
in
like,
the foot.
It's hidden in the foot.
Yes.
Now these are a blood drop. Now you remember the
Those are
peanut
cute.
shirt. I didn't love the blood drop made out of wood stalks.
Mhm.
This is a blood drop I like. This blood drop looks like Pac-Man. This, if you play Pac-Man, at some point a strawberry shows up, a pretzel.
Sure.
I always loved the pretzel. I was like, give me something savory.
So yummy.
I like that he can chomp on this blood.
Is he like is he vampire Pac-Man? Why is he eating blood?
I don't know, but Mandark said that I'm turning into a reverse vampire because I'm literally just giving my blood away at this point.
This is a really good giveaway.
This is a good giveaway. And what was fun, and I forgot to bring it, when I got there, I had seen one on TikTok with a yellow thing next to it. I didn't know what it was. And then when I was there was like a hot guy who had just finished giving blood. He had a yellow thing next to it too.
Oh.
And then I'm laying on the thing, which, by the way, I did it at the YMCA this time. Not ideal. It's like she really jabbed into my, like I had bruises for like a week.
Were they just like kids like playing like rec league basketball that they were jabbing you with?
Yeah, they're like, hold on, bro. And I'm like just laying on a table. Like, can I just have the socks? So she gives me the socks and I'm like, I keep seeing this yellow thing. What is that? And she's like, oh. And then she went over, one yellow thing left. You know what it was? It was a cute, I forget the name of it. I talked about it in one of our episodes. Those like Japanese vending machine toys, like the Gorshinon or whatever. But it was like a little plastic Pac-Man that you put together. And I should have brought it, and I will at some point and stick it back there. But so I not only got the socks, I got a toy.
Wow.
But then when I was leaving, I was like, one pair of socks is great, but that's not going to get me through the weekend.
Sure.
That won't get me through the weekend.
This is for Saturday.
This is Saturday socks.
What are you putting on your feet on Sunday?
What am I going to wear on Sunday?
John.
So then I figured, you know what? I'll give in. I'll get the Grinch Happy Meal from McDonald's, which comes with a blind bag pair of socks.
You are lousy with socks.
So now this went incredibly viral. I was almost embarrassed that I did it because of every TikTok I saw after this, like they're sold out now. Like,
are you serious?
Nobody can even get the socks anymore.
Oh my gosh.
So these come in 4 colors. I thought I would do what I did with the peanut shirt. I really want blue.
Okay.
I think the order that I want them in are blue number 1, red number 2, yellow number 3, least favorite is green.
Blue, red, yellow, green.
Blue, red, yellow, green. So
let's see what you get. Let's see if the Christmas gods are smiling upon you today.
I'll do my eyes closed.
Eyes closed and all. Ooh, okay, easy tear. Nice little rip.
Tab,
reach in there, pull it out. Oh, pull it out. Pull it out.
Oh, you seem happy.
Pull it out.
You seem happy. You seem red. Okay, red was second choice. Those are super cute.
Those are really cute. Whoever's like in like the sock design collab game right now, you're doing a really good job.
I mean, hello, Saturday, Sunday. Now, then I was like, what am I going to wear on Monday? I'm kidding. These are all the socks that I gave my blood for. The other one I gave my
health.
It was an expensive meal too to get these stupid socks.
Did you eat the Happy Meal?
I did. It was like a Big Mac. It was like an adult.
How were the pickle fries?
Pickle fries, I gotta say, were fantastic.
Really?
The trick was I got a medium size, and they didn't really fill them, so there weren't a ton. So I only used about a third of the packet because I had heard that it's
save the rest of that packet.
I mean, I saw someone that had like gotten a bunch of packets and was pouring them into a shaker.
But then to have like on your table?
Yeah. But the amount I put in, they were, and you know what made them also extra good?
What?
I pickled the fries and then dipped them in the blue cheese.
Whoa, blue cheese levels
Blue
everything
cheese,
up. You've converted a lot of people on blue cheese. By the way, we've had a lot of blue cheese skeptics passing through here. The Trader Joe's jarred refrigerated blue cheese that John has been a huge advocate of. I have some in my fridge. I went through a whole head of celery.
I've upped the vegetable market. I've eaten more celery in the last month than I've eaten in my entire life.
Celery farmers are seeing a meteoric spike and they do not know what to track it to. I'm telling you, it is from this blue cheese dressing and specifically John's push.
Yeah, because I'd make a real canoe out of that thing and I like fill up that
really? Oh, you fill it from the trough?
Sometimes. Well, sometimes I dip when the blue cheese goes through phases while it's out of the fridge.
The bottom inch of it is crazy.
That bottom inch.
And
sometimes there's not a bunch of chunks in the bottom inch and I'm like, I picked a dud. I've been at the store trying to look at the bottom to see if I can tell if there's chunks.
You have like a flashlight and like a magnifying glass?
Yeah, like I have those glasses where I can see just outlines of chunks. I'm like, this is a good one. They're like, sir, we close in 5 minutes. No, Trader Joe's is kind. Oh, and then before we get in the show, I can't remember if in the episode we did last week, I brought up Kathy Griffin, either in on-brand or off-brand. I thought it was on, might be off. I'll tell it on both. So Kathy Griffin, I love her. I've
Legend.
loved her comedy
Yes.
forever. I think she is so funny. I could listen to her talk about television shows and meeting celebrities forever.
My
Her
Life on the D List is iconic.
Yes, it is. And it's like, it was like escape television to me. Because she, even though she's a little like, you know, she can be a little dirty or whatever, I just found her so funny and her delivery is so good. So I follow her on TikTok. She's been through a traumatic several years. She got canceled. She tried to commit suicide. She like beat cancer. Like she's been through it. She
Yeah.
literally lost her voice because of a botched operation on her vocal cords or something.
Oh my gosh.
So she's been through it. And she's been on the road to recovery. And when she did her first comedy show back in Las Vegas, I went and saw it because I happened to be there to see Adele. And so I met her last year at a party and I told her that and we had a nice little moment, but I felt maybe like I was annoying her. I couldn't tell. You can't always read. And she just may not have wanted to talk to a stranger. On the show, I had told you a story how I've been following her on TikTok. And I've started doing something for the last 3 months that she just did without even thinking about it. She was like eating pie and she went to the refrigerator and got milk, took the milk out of the refrigerator, took the lid off and blew on the top to blow the little flakies away. And I was like, oh my God, I hate milk flakies. I've been blowing my milk for the last 3 months because of Kathy Griffin. I told you that story yesterday at some point.
Yes.
8 hours later, I'm at a party and Kathy Griffin is there.
Only in LA.
I was like,
Wow.
are you kidding me? I must tell her this story that she won't care about. So I'm like stalking her out through the night. I didn't get an opportunity. I'm not going to butt in while she's talking to other people.
I think you should. Elbow your way in.
Excuse me, Miss Griffin. I have something very important to tell you. So this is how crazy I am because I did this with Oprah too at Avatar, but it didn't work. She was getting ready to leave. She was saying her goodbyes and she was like calling an Uber. I left the party and went out onto the driveway for no reason. I just went on the driveway and just waited for her to come out. And so she comes out and I'm like, Kathy Griffin, oh my gosh. I was like,
Wait, are you you have to also like pretend like you're waiting for an Uber.
I don't think she cared.
Okay.
I mean, I'm standing next to the guy that was like running the driveway.
Okay, good.
So
yeah,
it's
that
like I
makes
didn't
it feel
have
like
to...
it feels like maybe you just like finished a cigarette or something. You're not
Yeah.
stalking her.
No, it didn't.
It's
It
a
didn't.
private
Wouldn't have come off
moment.
creepy
Yes.
at all. Because and the party was winding down.
Yes.
So she comes out and I was like, Kathy Griffin. I was like, oh my gosh, I was just talking about you on my podcast today. She's like, you were. And I tell her the whole story. I was like, I just told her what I told you. I follow you on TikTok and I was like, you blew the crusties away. She's like, oh my God, there's the name of my next special or something. Or she said something like, blow the crusties. And I was like, girl, I've been blowing the crusties for a long time. And then she's like, help me down the driveway. I hold her hand, walk her down the driveway. We start talking the whole time. I was like, and the guy who's running the driveway's there. She's like, I was like, she's very little. I have to help her down the driveway. She's like, I'm a legend. And I was like, girl, you are a legend. And then we just start talking. And then she's like, we get to the bottom of the street. She's like, tell me, how are you feeling about this Andy Cohen thing? How he emailed me. I'm like, I'm just one of her friends now. So we talk about that. I was like, Kathy, what's going on with Cher? She tells me about Cher.
Oh.
While we're coming down, I was like, you're so little. I was like, you're like a little wax statue. And I forget how it came up. I was like, girl, if I was straight, I would wreck you. She laughs at that. And I just had this like glorious, like idealistic Kathy Griffin moment for like 10 minutes.
It couldn't have been any better.
Couldn't have been better.
Oh my God.
So I was just
Wow.
overjoyed with that.
Thank God you left the house.
Thank God I left the house.
Because you know where you're not meeting Kathy Griffin?
And
In bed.
not in my bed. Man, she is a tiny woman. You meet some
Wow.
celebrities. Most celebrities, we've been here for so long. You're used to meeting a celebrity, and maybe it's because I do watch TV from bed. I'm always looking up at them. When you meet them in person, you're looking down at them because they're always shorter than
So
you, unless it's
itty-bitty.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
But she literally almost didn't look human. She's like not bad for like 60 whatever. Like she was like I liked how she was like she likes herself. I was like, I love that you got your voice back. I was just really, complimenting her because I
gas
truly
her up,
genuinely
yeah.
like her. It's not I know sometimes you meet a celebrity, you're like, oh my God, you're my favorite. And they're like, oh, what's your favorite movie? Mine?
It's
You're
like, I don't remember.
Jurassic Park.
No, you saw her live. Yes.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
a true
yeah.
blue fan. Oh my gosh, how fun.
I just realized I did not even think to ask for an autograph, but you don't want in that moment. It's like
At that moment, you were almost peers. I was going to
Peers
say, like,
instead
it
of
would have been
fans.
cool to have a picture with her. I
yeah.
know you're not a take a picture with someone
I'm
person, but
not.
that would have been fun to have, like, to post on our Instagram. But
I
you're
c-
not a take a picture with person.
I did think about that afterwards when I was inside alone stealing sweets, actually. I did steal some sweets. I got a Ziploc bag and took several cookies and some C's candy. I was like, maybe I should have taken a picture with her because she is a legend.
A legend, yeah.
All right, there you
Oh
go.
my gosh, how fun. What a
That's
dream.
My Christmas story.
Ugh. Miracle.
Now, let's talk about batteries.
I would like if she was like, what's your podcast about? And you're like, well, I'm actually doing an episode tomorrow about, you remember, so there's Duracell,
Right.
and then there's Energizer.
Right. Which would
Which
you
one
say
are you?
you
Which
are?
is on brand for you?
What lady's going to be like, girl, I am Duracell? Everyone wants to be Energizer.
I think I heard that the Kirkland brand Costco batteries are Energizer batteries.
I'm sure they're private label made
Yes.
from...
So I feel good. I'm Kirkland in-house, but I believe it's one of the big boys.
I have to use those pancake batteries for like my car keys and a couple other things. I get Amazon Basics. They seem to be
Their
pretty
batteries are good.
Yeah.
Didn't you say at one point that you like will buy like a little gizmo at like the 99-cent store and then just use the battery?
I tried, and that also didn't work well.
Yeah.
And you know what? The people that put batteries in something and then you have to get eyeglass screwdriver to get to them.
This is my number one gripe is like I understand the tiny batteries, like kids eat those, so you have to like have them like a little screwed in.
And they add, for those, I don't know if you know, they add a taste to them.
Sure, to make them yucky so kids spit them out, and that is a legitimate danger. But for things like a big A battery, not even a double A, not even sure, like a whatever, the bigger A battery. Why, like a little pop tab to get into it is plenty. Like a little kid is not going to, a 1-year-old is not going to do that. Why are we treating these batteries as if like I need like a spy kit to get into them?
I was looking at a package yesterday. They've actually put on the package, if you have problems opening these, get scissors. Like they know that you're not going to be able to get into them.
Everything about this is so annoying.
Ellen used to have a joke about that. She's like, why?
Scissors?
No, like it's so hard to get into like a package of batteries, which are like these industrial durable things that are like protected with steel, but then like a delicate light bulb would just come in like a thin little cardboard sleeve.
Yeah, that's true.
Which
yeah.
I don't know if they do anymore. But
they used to come in a sleeve of cardboard, open on the top and the bottom.
Open on the top and the bottom. Pure glass.
Pure glass.
And you're just like, I guess that will keep that safe.
Everything about batteries is confounding and annoying.
Well, Marissa, do you know what a battery is?
No clue.
No idea.
Not even. This is where it's like, thank God you and I aren't the smartest people in the world. We sure as hell would not have batteries.
No, we would not have
No.
batteries. And I will tell you, I tried to dumb this down because like 2 days ago, I'm giving myself an in-depth battery lesson. And I'm like, girl, nobody cares.
That is not why we got into the podcast
That
business.
is not what the pod's about. I'm in it for the pink bunny, and we will get there. Essentially, it is a device that stores chemical energy and converts that into electricity. It's a small little chemical reactor, and that reaction produces energetic electrons, and those are just waiting to flow through your external devices, your cameras, your stereos, your headphones, all of those things. The first battery, when are you thinking that might have come out?
I mean, you know, I like don't even know when cars started. 1892. Actually, no, because there was like only fire then.
There was only fire then.
Yeah, fire then.
The
There's
earth
no
hadn't
electricity.
cooled?
There's no electricity.
Well, I've said it twice in the open and during the show. 250 BC.
That can't be. I don't think that's true.
You know, that's what they say. In the 1930s, the director of the Baghdad Museum found what is now referred to as the Baghdad Battery in the basement of the museum.
Okay.
It dates back to 250 BC. It's from Mesopotamian origin.
Okay.
What is it? It's a yellow clay ceramic pot with a tube of copper, a rod of iron, and they're fixed together with asphalt.
Okay.
What is it used for? We don't know. There was a theory that it might have been used to function as a galvanic cell, maybe used for electroplating things. The problem with that theory, no electroplated things have been found from this era. So
Did they use it to charge their woolly mammoth?
no.
Okay,
But
it's
some
a
people
theory.
thought that they might have used it for electrotherapy.
Okay,
for
zap,
like
zap.
back pain, a little zippity zap.
Interesting.
That seems like, I don't know. You're coming into like a hut with like a clay pot, and they're like, I'm going to touch you with this, and you're going to get a little zippity zap.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. And then, of course, because it's 250 BC, some people thought it was used to protect you from magical spells and curses.
That I do believe.
That I do, of anything, is probably what it is. We're never going to know. And we're going to jump ahead to the 18th century because nothing else happens for thousands of years. That's the only one.
The battery innovations had.
We're gonna put a pin in this pot.
Great.
We'll see you in 1700. All right. In the 18th century, there was a military term. If you were at war and you had a cannon and you put a group of cannons together to fire at once, they would deliver a much larger impact.
Okay.
When you did that, that term was called a battery.
Yes.
Yes, that's just what it
Yes.
was called. We performed a battery on them, sir. How did it go? We killed them all. That's how I assume it went
Yes,
down.
we were good little soldier boys.
Daddy, we got him. I think is appropriate war term.
And then he goes around down the line and kisses them all really gently on the lips.
Thank you for your service. All right. So then in 1749, American scientist, inventor, face of the $100 bill, and
Okay.
debatable hottie, Benjamin Franklin.
Debatable hottie. I like that.
He's not, but I just wanted people to, I mean, he's hot because, that brain.
I mean, we're attracted to intelligence.
Do I like long curls on a man?
I mean, everybody looked at, there was a certain look at the time that maybe just is not up your alley.
Powdered wigs.
Powdered wig, tiny glasses.
Girl, take that powdered wig off. They're like, I can't show you. It's like, I will love you no matter what, Benji.
Yeah, Benji.
So he is doing some experiments with Leyden jars. What is a Leyden jar?
idea.
It's another early capacitor that stores static electricity. What he learned was if he linked a bunch of these Leyden jars together, he got a much larger electrical discharge. This configuration that he makes reminds him of that military term. He calls this a battery.
This is crazy.
This is the first terminology of what would become the modern day
I
battery.
almost feel like people used to be smarter
Oh, 100%.
because an invention like this is like you're inventing like something that has like never existed before. You're bringing now everything is like we found out a new AI model. It's all like in the same framework of like a computer. It's like I'm gonna take a jar of
electricity.
It's like nobody's thinking like that anymore.
No, today everyone's like, I made my potato chips taste like hot honey. Who cares? I made a battery. What's a battery? You'll find out in 100 years.
You have to like make things that like don't have a name yet. That's how you know you're on the level.
Yeah, it's funny you say
Wow.
that because there's a fun name story coming up here in just a moment.
Cool.
Oh, I have here, after this little bit, I have question for Marissa. Have you finished your Roosevelt book? Because I have not heard you talk about it in quite a long
Not finished
time.
my Roosevelt book. It's actually right here.
You don't have to read it now. Where are we at?
No, now's a good time. I have a little dog ear. Do dog ear pages or no?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
353. Which, I mean, this book is 750 pages.
And can I tell you, you're holding it upside down or you've put the jacket on upside down. You look psychotic.
The jacket is upside down.
You're like,
Let's
yeah,
see.
I'm reading the book. Benjamin Franklin's
Neem
doing...
nop mort moop Nemo.
I saw the funniest TikTok this week that was like, you when you're reading like a Game of Thrones or... God, how can I make this less funny? What is the word I'm trying to think of? Like a...
A what?
What is that?
We're here together. We can get there.
What is that called? Like,
a book?
No.
A novel?
but what genre? Like a Lord of the Rings. And,
Oh, like a fiction?
oh God, no, this is all turned. This isn't in the
It's not
script.
sci-fi.
I don't know, but she was like mumbling, like, and then I went to the beach with Brian and Shushapakatabu. Like there's so many like hard
So many
words in it
made-up
that you don't know
names.
what they
Yeah,
say.
sure.
All right, that was worth it. All right, just to give you a little context, I said 1749 is when Ben is doing all this. 1759, only 10 years later, Guinness is founded. Thank you, On Brand Timeline.
Sponsored by Imperium Shaving.
Imperium Shaving. 1780s, we meet Luigi Galvani.
Oh,
okay. So
okay.
this guy is in his lab conducting experiments on dead frogs.
Oh, why?
Merry Christmas. I mean, that's what they did.
You know, I am a frog household. As a frog mommy, this section I find very upsetting.
He didn't kill the frogs.
Or do we know that he didn't?
Actually, he did. He ended up going to jail for frog murder.
Oh, I need to give an update on Bloaty.
I mean, we're really bloaty the show,
People
but
think that Bloaty died. Like someone in the Discord is like, is Bloaty alive? Someone on Reddit is like, is Bloaty alive? Everybody's my phone line is lit up with questions about Bloaty. Bloaty looks a little thinner.
oh my
I think
gosh.
Bloaty is de-bloating.
I will say a lot of times if you lose weight without trying, not good.
I wouldn't call it rapid weight loss, but I think maybe Bloaty's going to be okay.
Well,
shocker of the century. Still like blind and like a confused expression on Bloaty's face.
But so what you're saying is people can use their Christmas wish for something else.
Yes, Bloaty will be okay.
Bloaty will be
Don't
okay.
waste your one Christmas wish that will come true.
On Bloaty.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for that update.
Beep,
All right.
beep, beep, beep. Bloaty update. Beep, 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 beep.
Bloaty just fine. Beep, beep, beep. Still blind. Beep, 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 beep. Luigi Galvani kills more frogs. Beep, 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 beep. So he's doing these experiments on frogs, and he notices when the dead frog's leg is touched by a metal scalpel during his experiments, it twitched. And when a brass hook connected to the frog's nerve touched an iron railing, it twitched.
This is now very Frankenstein.
So he comes to the conclusion, because it's 1780s, that animals have electricity inside of them.
Wow.
He believes that there's a force within them and there's energy or electricity waiting to be released.
Quite mystical.
Now, that seems a little crazy now, but it did spark a debate with another scientist, Alessandro Volta.
Okay.
And he argued he thinks the energy does not come from the animal, but from the metals. More specifically, using two metals together that are connected by a moist conductor.
Ooh, so the frog was the moist conductor?
I put in parentheses, that moistness was the frog.
Oh.
So we're in the 1780s. One more little piece of on-brand timeline, 1788. On-brand heroine Sarah Josepha Hale is born.
Wow.
So
huge.
she is born during the conversation of, do frogs have electricity?
It could have
in them?
been in the same hospital.
She's like, girl, I got to figure out Christmas, Thanksgiving, and wedding dresses. Put a pin in it. I don't have time for your frog legs. So 1800, we have Volta, and he takes these stacks of copper disc and stacks of zinc and silver disc, and he calls it the voltaic pile. And he separates them by a brine-soaked cardboard, and it produces an electric current. And what is very cool about this, and why this is so significant, is that voltaic pile is the first device that produces a continuous current.
Wow.
So this is technically considered the first modern day battery.
You would have been so mad if you saw that somebody drank your pickle brine.
Oh my God. Where's my, hey,
Where's my
Volty,
brine?
where's my brine? Girl, I was going to have that for the holidays.
Ooh, I soaked some cardboard with it for an experiment.
I swear to God, if you don't make a battery this time, I am going to live on my own. Interesting fact that I found interesting, maybe nobody else will, but I connected these pieces while I was reading about Volta. Bjork has an album called Volta that came out in 2007. And when I saw that tour, she had all these like electricity things on the stage. The deluxe version of that album is called the...
Moist frog?
No, he's not the frog guy. The voltaic version of the album.
Interesting.
So she obviously has a lot of respect and interest in this guy.
Well, and like voltage.
Voltage.
The voltage.
I know his name's just Volt. I don't know if voltage comes from him.
It seems like because it's like
It must have.
it's a 9-volt battery.
Right. The dumbest of the batteries.
Yeah, but like voltage is it's all over there.
Yeah, voltage is, I did learn, it's at the very end of my notes, I'm not going to go back. The amount of volts has to do with like the number of discs in a pile versus like, I don't know, how many piles there are.
I'm sure that's named after him.
Oh, 100%.
He's the battery man.
Yeah. All right, so 1836, we're jumping ahead a bit. The Daniel cell battery is created. It lasts longer than Volta's battery. It's used to power telegraphs, telephones, before we have like our electric grid systems.
Yeah. So no batteries on the Titanic.
No.
No batteries.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They would have probably had those ching-ching phones.
Ching, ching, chink.
The ching,
No
ching.
battery, I don't think.
Probably, no, because they were using like Morse code. I don't know if
Yeah.
like to call like for help, I think.
How the hell does that work? I mean, how
Full
does it-
realization
any
that
of
we
it-
know nothing about the Titanic. We're like, Titanic.
No, but like people were smarter.
How do
were
people
smarter.
Morse code through the ocean?
How's it getting there?
Someone's going to be like, they didn't. They did this.
No, somebody has to stand on deck and go like, dot, dash. Because how is it going? I don't understand any of it.
I don't either. I would like to learn Morse
We're
code.
like caveman
We're-
level smart.
We're morons. All right, 1859, the lead acid battery is created.
Ooh.
What is that? It's still used to start most internal combustion engines today.
Oh, wow.
And it's also
Don't lick that one. Lead acid?
No, you're not licking a
No.
lead acid battery. It's also the oldest example of a rechargeable battery.
Interesting.
All right. 1896, W.H. Lawrence from the National Carbon Company invents the first dry cell battery. This is important.
Okay.
We don't need the brine. We don't need the frog.
Now, brine free.
Brine free. Now 49% less brine.
Frogs rejoice.
Frogs
The
were
frogs
dancing
had
in
a
the street.
parade.
1896. That's why people are like, do you remember the frogs of 1896? Boy, I've never seen happier. Floaties? What's his name?
Bloaty.
Floaty's great.
Bloaty. We don't want Bloaty to be floaty. That would be bad.
Knock on wood, he won't be a floaty. Those dry cell batteries are used for home telephones.
Oh, ring, ring.
Now-
Features here.
Ring, ring. 1898, Conrad. I know you're getting a lot of names. Do with them what you want.
There will be a quiz at the end.
Conrad Hubert invents the first handheld flashlight. He names his company the American Ever Ready Company. That becomes part of W.H. Lawrence's company, and Hubert stays on as president, and he shortens his trademark to Ever Ready, which
Okay.
we're all familiar with.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is the naming thing that I thought was really interesting. I found these articles. This was not in like any of the like Energizer press material or anything. I just stumbled upon
This was investigative
This
journalism.
has probably not been read since 1916.
Should people pull over?
You know what? They should probably be at home because it's Christmas. If you're out, get home. Be with your family right
Be
now.
with your family.
Don't pull over. Get
Don't
home.
sit in the car to listen to On Brand.
Go get those batteries and get home. In 1916, that guy Hubert and his company puts out an ad in the newspaper. And here's what the article says. A $3,000 Christmas present is interesting prize that a well-known manufacturer is offering for one single word. The makers of the Ever-Ready flashlight are looking for a new name to take the place of the word flashlight, which some say has outlived its usefulness. Originally, these lights merely flashed, but nowadays the batteries will give hours of continuous light. So they're like, I made this flashlight 10 years ago. Now it is a much better thing. Flashlight is stupid. We're not calling that. We'll pay someone $3,000 to come up with a new name. By the way, $3,000 today
That
would
is
be
so much money.
$76,000.
That is too much to offer.
So I see that in 1916. 1917, I found the results of this contest.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
And it just has, they're covering the word with a bunch of question marks. And it says, Ever Ready paid $12,000 for this name because 4 people submitted the same word.
They don't split the pot. They give it to all of them.
It said, we have made our selection without regard to the number of duplications.
Wow.
The word chosen was submitted by the 4 following contestants, to each of which got $3,000. And then it lists their names and home addresses, which today is probably frowned upon.
Oh my gosh.
The word you're wondering, instead of flashlight, what did these 4 people decide to call it, which showed up in later advertising from Ever Ready?
I can't even imagine.
Daylo. Daylo.
Daylo.
So go grab the Daylo. 'Cause
Daylo.
They're like, it gave the sense of like daylight and like, I think low energy or
This
something.
is what, okay, I'm shocked by about 200 things in what you just said. Flashlights used to flash.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
It's like kind of problem. I picture it being like a camera flash.
It's like flickery. So you like flash on like you're like walking through the woods to your hole that you crap in, and it's like flash.
Okay, can we not
and
make
then you
it
take
that?
a few steps.
Here, I'm going to
trip
change your
over a
story.
log.
You walking through the woods, you hear a crack of a branch.
Sure.
And you're like, I want to see that. I'll turn on my flashlight.
Whip around.
And you just see one flash of a monster, and then it goes black again.
So scary.
So
So scary. Okay, that's shocking. It still works though. Like flashlight is a great term, even if it's not like the most accurate.
Well,
anymore.
I have a feeling I know how this plays out.
They gave over $250,000, almost $300,000.
$304,000
$304,000
for this shitty word.
for the word Daylo, which I'm
Daylo.
shocked more than one person thought of. I don't think it's a good name.
4 people. That means it must have been, part of it must have been in the vocab. Like, there's a reason for people.
I mean, day glow. I know day glow was a term. Day glow would have been better.
Well, now we don't know what the life was like back then.
Day low.
Day
hey,
low.
grab the day low. Where's the day low? It's supposed to be in the junk drawer. Well, it's not there.
It's not there.
Check with the camping stuff. How many day lows do we need to have in this house that I'm not looking for one every 3 days?
Are we ever going to go camp? You promised me we would go camping again. If you said if we bought all that stuff, we would go camping once a year.
Well, how about we find the day low first, and then we'll talk.
Fine. Yeah, day low.
Day low.
$300,000.
That made created generational wealth.
Yeah. 4 families.
4
We should
families.
look them up. We should look up.
We have their names and addresses.
Mrs. F.C. Grow.
Oh my gosh, how funny to have their addresses. Can we mail a letter?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
If we had the time machine, I'd grab a Big Mac and go see Mrs. Grow.
And see what she's going to do with her
Now
money.
I'm wondering, these
Put it in a
names
pool.
these names seem fake. Mrs. Grow, Mrs. Hand. They're like all just
They're all like
4-letter
codes.
words. Mrs. Card.
Foot.
All right. So I just thought that was a fun
That's
little
really strange.
interesting side.
I think we might be like the only 2 people on earth who know this fact now, aside from these immediate families.
Well, that's your Christmas gift, everybody. You now know this
Wow.
weird day low fact. Drop that. That probably won't even show up in a trivia game.
I know.
What was the flashlight going to be called? Day low?
Day low.
1955, Eveready introduces the first miniature battery for hearing aids.
Great.
56, invents the first 9-volt battery. 59, a scientist named Louis Urey revolutionizes the battery industry by introducing the first commercially viable cylindrical
I just saw
alcohol.
we're almost at 50 minutes and we have not talked about Energizer yet.
I know. I know what I'm doing. I told you when you talked about bloating.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
I said we're bloated.
It's Christmas.
It's
Everybody's
Christmas.
rolling out their gingerbreads.
My shows are an hour and 20 minutes.
It's great.
That's
People
just what
like
they
it. They
always have.
want more.
All right. 1959, the scientist introduces what we know as the first cylindrical, that's right?
Cylindrical.
Cylindrical alkaline battery. So that's 1959.
Mm-hmm.
We're one paragraph away from Energizer.
Great.
I mean, you can't. Who can do Energizer without the batteries?
I would be so hung up the entire time you were talking. Who even got batteries on the scene?
Yeah, who came up with saying battery? Wait, wasn't that an old military term? 1980s. Here's it. Here's where we're going to shine.
Okay, great.
The bulk of this story is the 80s.
80s is a really good battery decade.
1980s. The lithium ion battery.
Here we go.
Is created.
Yes.
Now it's on.
We're off
Isn't
to
that
the
in
races.
my iPhone? Don't I know that term? This is a giant, the first giant leap in battery.
We were due
technology.
for a big battery leap.
We were
We're due
definitely
for
due.
another one. A charge on your iPhone should last 3
forever,
months.
forever, like
what?
all year.
It's
On
insane.
Christmas morning, everyone should charge their phone, and you don't have to charge it again until next Christmas morning. Apple should own that.
Exactly. Get better.
1980s, you're seeing new technologies that need more compact, higher capacity, rechargeable batteries.
Wow. Yes.
In 1980, you have this physicist professor, John Goodenough. His name is John Goodenough.
That's a really cute name.
Cute name. I thought it was fake. I was like, am I being pranked by an old newspaper? He's legit. Really well known in this scene. He invented a new type of lithium battery. The benefits of it were it's the lightest element in the periodic table and one of the largest electrochemical potentials. So you're able to make a very powerful battery in a very small, lightweight
package.
package.
The bummer of that last name is you can never name one of your products after yourself. Because it's like the good enough battery. People will be like, I don't want to get the good enough battery.
good
I want
enough.
the best battery. It's like, no. That's actually his last name. It's like, I've already moved on.
You know what's interesting? He married a woman named Joan Better.
That'd be cute.
That would be really
That'd be
cute.
really cute. And then she could start a competing battery company.
I make the better battery. Do
Do
you?
you?
Because you didn't know anything. And he backslaps her. Different time. No, I don't want to have domestic violence on
On the
Christmas
record,
morning.
they had a very contentious marriage.
On the record, this fake wife that I just gave him and him were very happy. All right, so these batteries, they're used today. Smartphones, laptops, tablets, all those
Crazy.
things. All right. Here we go.
Merch.
You
It
guys-
just says batteries are here. Get used to it.
That's our holiday merch. Batteries are here. Get used to it. Merch.
Oh, you actually, you know what'd be really cute? Okay, so this is like a sweatshirt that's like for like moms and dads on Christmas, and it has little pockets with every size battery in it.
Very cute.
That'd be really
But make
cute.
the pockets a little tight, because if she bends over and those all fall out.
No. They're deep. They're deep.
Okay.
They're deep.
But not too deep, because she needs to be able to get her
They're
fingers
the
in there.
perfect depth.
Okay. There's your merch, the perfect depth merch. All right. 1980, you know what happens?
What?
Ever Ready
Uh-huh.
introduces the Energizer brand.
I can see my little yellow Walkman now popping in my Energizer batteries.
I had a yellow waterproof
Ooh.
Sony Walkman that had a little latch that like sealed it together with a rubber seal so I could go in the ocean
Did you?
listening to George Michael.
Where did you go?
You gotta have
The
faith.
shower?
I think it was for pools. I don't even know if I ever got it wet.
Jogging? I mean, what are you doing with this thing?
All right, so Everready changes the name of their Everready alkaline power cells to Energizer.
This is smart. This is
Here we
smart.
are, and now it's Christmas in
Yes.
America, 1950s through 1970s. The 1950s saw a real rise in prosperity and mass advertising. So for Christmas, you have classic and innovative new toys and practical household appliances. You have your tiny tear doll, your Jenny doll. Barbie hits the scene in 1959. You have Lionel Electric train sets, erector sets, Davy Crockett coonskin caps, toy pistols, Mr. Potato Head that is being used with a real potato, silly putty, Play-Doh, Matchbox cars, and hula hoops. That's Christmas morning in the 50s. You know what none of those things needed?
What?
A battery. 1960s, continue the toy craze with the introduction of iconic action figures and games. You have G.I. Joe marketed as an action figure for the first time rather than a doll. Barbie gets her bestie Skipper. You have Twister, Etch-a-Sketch, Operation, Model Cars, Troll Dolls, Barrels of Monkeys, and Tonka Trucks. You know what none of those things needed? Batteries.
Wow. Operation didn't need a battery?
Wait, did it?
Buzz?
Did it? Okay, maybe one needed a battery. Maybe
But
one.
only one.
Did it? It must have. How did it do that? Maybe.
Maybe.
1970s, the emergence of innovative toys and early entertainment systems. So now you're getting a Polaroid instant camera.
Wow.
That's a major hit. Atari 2600 game console. You have the Pet Rock. You have slime packaged in little garbage cans. You have Nerf balls. Magnadoodle. Hungry Hungry Hippo was a huge game at the time.
Wow.
You had the Lifelike Baby Alive doll that could eat food. That did require a C battery. So you're getting a couple things that require batteries
odds
now.
and ends,
Maybe
yeah.
one in the 60s, a few in the 70s.
Sure.
Then we move into the 80s. And with the 80s, it's hog wild. We have Teddy Ruxpin. We have Teddy Ruxpin. We have Glowworm.
Oh, yes.
We have that little electronic game Simon. We have the original Game Boy.
Sure.
All of these things need batteries.
Wow.
And that is what led to the very popular phrase that I had in the cold open. On a lot of the packaging for these things, it would say batteries not included.
So rude.
This became a very common thing on Christmas Day to make sure you had batteries for the things you bought, or someone would inevitably go on a battery run on Christmas Day. So why are we getting all of these new things that require batteries, but the manufacturers are not putting batteries in them?
Great question.
Thank you. There's a lot of reasons, Marissa,
Yes.
and I'm glad that you asked. One, obviously, money. It's always about money.
Sure,
It's more
yeah.
expensive to put stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then there were things that I didn't think about. Putting batteries in it made the products weigh more, so then you're paying more for shipping. If the toy or device sat on the shelf too long, the batteries could corrode. So
Okay,
no one
yeah.
wants to open a new item that has a corroded battery in
That's
it.
fair, yeah.
There was a lot of it could ruin the item if it was in there for too long. Some batteries were considered dangerous for shipping. They would worry about them like catching on fire.
Yeah,
or...
they brought that up at the post office. Are there any batteries? You forget that that's like, they're like flammable technically.
Well, here's what I don't understand. You can go on a plane with a battery, but
True.
they also allow they allow lighters, like Bic lighters on planes. It's
They
like if
do?
you're worried about everything,
Do they
catching on-
do?
Yeah.
They do?
Yes.
Are you sure?
100%. I used to be a smoker.
Interesting.
Yeah, they would never take away my Bic lighter.
Wow.
But you can't have 5 ounces of juice.
So crazy.
So you have all these logical reasons why they wouldn't include batteries. And then the manufacturers would also say, well, we want the consumer. There's so many kinds of batteries out there now. There's so many
Sure.
brands. We want you to be able to pick the one that
We're going
you
to
want.
empower you to exercise your freedom
Right.
to pick your favorite battery brand.
Right. So those are all the reasons that phrase came about. But that phrase became so popular and so ingrained in pop culture that iconic movie producer Steven Spielberg was like, he had a series at the time called Amazing Stories. He's like, I wonder if I can somehow incorporate that into one of the episodes of Amazing Stories. He's like, what's great about it is it's like basically getting free advertising. People were always saying like batteries not included. It was
Yeah.
like, that seems silly now, but at the time it was like, it's like, where's the beef? It was like a big phrase at the time. He's like, it's basically free advertising for anything I do. You don't even have to advertise it because people are already saying it. So he makes an entire movie called Batteries Not Included.
Yes.
And that was the reasoning behind, that was part of the reasoning behind it. He took the idea that he had for this series,
interesting.
turned it into a full movie. And it's all about that, a little tongue in cheek of like this world that we live in that
Wow,
needs
how
batteries.
funny.
And it's about, I never saw it. I think it's about these little alien frisbees that
I never
come
saw it
and help
either.
an old couple in
We
New
should
York.
watch it.
Yeah, we should watch that. So all that's going on. This is the end of the 80s. I kind of got a little ahead of myself. I forgot to mention in 1973, something very important came on the television screen. A little pink bunny. Maybe you're familiar with this bunny.
The Energizer Bunny.
Oh, Mar, I'm disappointed in you. You said the Energizer Bunny, and what I think you meant was the Duracell Bunny.
Wait, are you kidding? No.
Pull over.
No.
The Duracell Bunny.
Wait, no.
Pull over. In 1973, an ad campaign came out with a drumming pink bunny and a whole bunch of little drumming pink bunnies.
Okay.
And the narration on this bunny would say, one of these bunnies is going to drum longer than all of the other bunnies, and the one that does will be the Duracell bunny. So Duracell makes this ad campaign with a bunch of pink bunnies. The idea is the one that drums along, they're all going to slowly fizzle out, and the one that's still drumming at the end is a Duracell battery, because they're saying that they've now created a battery that runs longer than all the other batteries, which was actually true, because at the time, most of the batteries in the market were these large zinc carbon batteries, and Duracell had started to use these new alkaline batteries, which was a better battery.
Wow.
And they thought this was a very cute, very easy way to show that will work better than all the
Yes.
other ones. The pink bunny was only slated to be in this one commercial. It was not a campaign. They were not making this their mascot or anything like that. They were doing this pink bunny, this commercial, whatever. So they do it. They get a trademark on the bunny, but that trademark ran out in 1988. That's when Energizer comes in and they're like, you know what? Might be fun. Why don't we make a pink bunny? And what they did is created almost the identical commercial with all of these pink Duracell bunnies in there beating their drum. And then you hear the pounding of another drum and this other different, bigger pink
I
bunny
remember this commercial.
comes in
Yes.
and they're like, you know what's funny about your little test here? We weren't even invited. And this bunny's like, I will keep going and going and going. And he pounds through, he leaves the scene, and the tag at the end is a word to the wise, energize. And that was the introduction
Wow.
of the Energizer Bunny.
I don't care where you're at in your Christmas festivities. Get your entire family's attention. This is important. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right?
Wow.
I think I might have known it, but if I did, I did not remember it.
Crazy.
So I was like, Duracell Bunny?
Duracell Bunny?
What are you talking
that we
about?
they didn't use that as a recurring mascot. It was just this one campaign.
No, but what is funny, so the
Whoa.
Duracell and the Energizer bunnies are different. They're different shapes, they're different pinks.
Does the Energizer Bunny have sunglasses?
We'll get, yeah,
Okay.
he does.
Mr. Cool.
He's like the 80s,
He's
like
so
how can
cool.
we make him cool? Give him sunglasses and flip-flops. My Insta egg for this one is a real bunny on Christmas Day under his tree, and he's gotten a pair of sunglasses,
Oh.
a drum, and a pair of flip-flops.
That is really good. I think maybe this bunny's from California.
Definitely he's like a cowabunga dude kind of bunny.
Sure. Whoa.
Now, the Energizer Bunny is just a single rabbit. The Duracell bunnies was kind of a whole species of rabbits.
Okay.
They looked more like real rabbits, but not everybody could tell the difference. So the Energizer Bunny at the beginning of this campaign was confused a lot of the time for Duracell's bunny. And in between 1988 and 1991, Energizer's market share actually shrank in comparison to Duracell's because everyone thought they were just watching a Duracell commercial. I don't know how you're that dumb when it says Energizer at the end of it. But they would just see it, and then they would go buy Duracells. And a Duracell salesman was quoted in a newspaper saying the ads help boost Duracell sales.
But I love Energizer's commitment. They're like, we're not going to give up. We're going to take over the pink bunny in the public consciousness.
They did. It was very short-lived that there was any confusion because that bunny took off. Between 90 and 92, there was a trademark dispute. Energizer's commercial had become so successful. Duracell was like, you know what? I think we want to revive our campaign and filed for a new U.S. trademark on their bunny. They referenced that they had used the original more than a decade earlier, but the courts were like, nah, they ended up settling out of court. And Energizer ended up with being able to use the pink bunny in the United States and Canada, and Duracell is able to use it the rest of the world, which they do. There is a pink Duracell bunny being used in advertisements today. He looks very modern and cute.
Wow.
It exists.
The Bunny Wars.
The Bunny Wars.
That is crazy.
The War of the Wabbits. There's your New York Times merch. War of the Wabbits.
The War of the Wabbits.
And if you're not familiar with the commercials, I mean, they're like ingrained in us because we saw them as kids, and they were really smart. And I was looking at a few of the older ones yesterday because I don't remember all of them. The way that I remembered, if someone was like, "Can you tell me what an Energizer commercial was?" You'd be watching what you thought was like the scene of a soap opera, and then you would hear the pounding of the drum, and the bunny would roll into place, and then like Energizer keeps on going and going, and it was kind of like a continuous campaign, as if that rabbit was just traveling the world, going through these scenes, and we just keep getting these slices of it.
Yes, that's
but then
what it was.
He also did like, I saw a commercial yesterday. He's like in Star Wars. Like he rolls up to Darth Vader, and Darth Vader has a lightsaber fight with Darth Vader. They like put him with all of these iconic, huge characters.
Oh my gosh.
Became a very successful campaign, ended up in pop culture. Of course, it ended up in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Amazing.
It became a window screensaver, which they noted on Wikipedia. Was in the speeches of a couple of U.S. presidential candidates.
I mean, this is like the dream, the branding dream.
It really is.
That you could conceive, which they didn't conceive, they stole, an association with your brand that becomes just a part of pop culture that people aren't even considering it to be like advertising. Right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That is crazy.
The whole idea of the Energizer Bunny became really synonymous with like just like endurance and outlasting the
I'm the
competition.
Energizer Bunny. I just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, man, he's got a lot of stamina. What are you, the Energizer Bunny? I mean, that works in two ways because bunnies and Energizer.
Right.
It became this whole symbol of American perseverance.
Crazy.
And then I would say that it also just became a really good example of a marketing campaign that bested its rival. Like it kind of took what they did, turned it upside down, made it their own. And the other guys are, not that Duracell does poorly, but in this instance, like everybody knows who the Energizer Bunny is. It is considered one of the top 10 ad icons of the 20th century from Advertising Age. Their current tagline, which they've introduced, is called Still Going, which very simply reinforces their whole branding. Where has it been? It's still going. I don't know if it's because, I'm assuming it's because I was researching this show. I get Energizer commercials in my TikTok now every single day. I was like, is this a coincidence? But they're new commercials.
Yeah, weird. Wow, they're putting out new stuff with the bun. Wow.
Yeah. They're like kind of bringing them back into it.
Not me feeling bad for Duracell.
No, don't feel bad. I mean, I love Duracell too, that bong, bing, bong, like chunk. Like they had a great thing too.
Sure, yeah, they have a fun thing going.
You know what Energizer did that I loved as a kid because I felt like I was in the future? They were the first ones to add that little meter on the battery.
Yes.
And you had to like hold your thumb on one part.
Your thumbs are like turning white, like losing circulation, pressing down so hard on these two.
You're like,
my mom has some of those batteries still, like because I saw one the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what a relic.
I assume they don't have those anymore.
No, you have to hold down these two contact points, and it has a little like meter that tells you how full the battery is. is. Which
Will I
is
be able to use this? And you're like shaking, and this little green bar or white bar starts to grow.
And in my memory, like not super accurate either.
Yeah, how does it know from my energy?
Am I now the wet toad?
I'm the frog legs?
I think maybe, yeah.
They called that the frog leg meter.
The frog leg test, yeah, that's great.
Over the decades, different agencies have refreshened the bunny's look a little bit. In 2016, he got a little sleeker, a little more
Mohawk.
expressive. Probably. If you do, I never even described him. When he first came out, he was like magenta pink, or black kind of Ray-Ban glasses.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Big blue flip-flops, and he carried around a bass drum, and he's always clanking on his drum. And he kind of looked like
Halloween costume.
I mean, the badge, there are definitely a lot of people that have dressed like the Energizer
Sexy
Bunny.
Energizer Bunny.
I picked a cute little kid, unless I change it by the time it comes out. But right now, it's a cute little kid. Yeah, and he's just become a little more sleeker and more expressive. They do animated designs, and now you'll find him in they've really kept up. He's in modern social media channels, and they're really sticking to that as being part of their brand.
So crazy.
And then as far as a brand like Energizer itself, in 2005, they did a bunch of help with Red Cross when Katrina hit to get people batteries and razors and money and do all that stuff. Over the last 20 years, they've gobbled up a million other brands. So now Energizer encompasses Schick razors, Playtex, Hawaiian Tropic, Banana Boat, Edge shaving cream.
Energizer owns Banana Boat?
Stay Free, a bunch of feminine products,
Wow.
OB.
We're crossing sectors. It's like...
I know. It's I'm sure a lot of these places we talk about have these giant portfolios.
Sure, but it feels like it's not even in the same, this is personal care products, or this is whatever. It's like...
And I think at some point they might have separated those to keep them kind of more categorized. They're now into car finishes in the last 8 years.
Was there a time where a box of batteries accidentally went in a box of tampons and people were putting batteries?
My tampon never felt so good.
I feel electrified. I've never had more energy.
I can't wait till Aunt Flo gets here.
I don't know why. I feel almost like a wet toad. I'm just springing to life for the first time in ages.
Oh, there's a lot of merch in there. And then the biggest thing they've done last year, they took over the naming rights at City Park in St. Louis and renamed it the Energizer Park Stadium.
That one actually works. It's we got energy.
I like it. We now have
Energizer
stupid
Park.
Crypto.com. It is the worst. It used to be the Staples Center, which is great.
Yeah.
Which, for a long time, I don't even think I associated any of those things with the brands they were. I'm like, that's Staples.
I cannot imagine. We've talked about that. Why that's a good investment. Who gets the idea to go to Staples because they would just saw a basketball game?
I think it just keeps it in
in your public consciousness, but it seems like it's so expensive to name a place after your brand.
There must be. I can't wait to have the on-brand ice rink.
There you go. There you go.
What? Spectrum, I'm not paying my bill. Jesus.
I love that we've gotten that 2 days in a row. Pay your bill.
I'm going to pay it.
When?
I don't know.
How long is it?
You know what happens 90% of the time? I wait till they actually turn off my internet, and then I'm like, God damn it. And then I have to go out in the street to pay the bill.
Babe.
I know. I'm a mess.
Pay the bill.
All right. Well, there you go. There's Energizer. There's your Christmas show. I hope you got some nuggets to chew on with the family.
Oh, that's cute.
Share your toys and all those things.
Share your toys and all those things.
Share your toys. I hope you got a bunch of stuff in your stocking.
This is my tip for parents. Do as much as you can preparing the toy the day before Christmas, the night before.
Oh my God. As someone who used to collect toys and now I don't really, I used to buy those packaged Simpson environments.
Yes.
There were so many of those ties.
The little snippy ties.
The snippy ties. You can't even, they're so tight, you can't even get scissors up in them to snip them.
Yes.
It's they just don't want that thing to move at all. So it's presented,
It's impossible to wedge a tip of a scissor in there. Anything that requires snapping together pieces, assemble it. Your kids won't care. Get batteries and everything. You do not want to be looking for a tiny screwdriver on Christmas morning. Not only should you have batteries and everything, you should have everything ready to play with.
Yeah.
I find that to be very unsettling. Christmas morning, you want to just be sipping your cup of coffee on the couch as the kids are playing, not just no, this is a double A. It is a bit, it's just, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Do
Or just
everything
don't
the
do
night
presents
before.
at all.
Hey, you know what? Everybody goes around and says one thing they're grateful for.
I think instead of presents, every family should just give each other a Christmas hug.
A Christmas hug.
One group Christmas hug.
Uh-huh.
With a long sigh.
A big, long, a 2-minute hug.
And then go back to bed.
Sounds perfect.
And watch It's Christmas Day. Stranger Things Season 5, Chapter 2 should have dropped to Volume 2, so watch that. You have a lot of stuff to do today.
Are you packing yourself a Christmas stocking this year?
I don't know. Someone in the Discord said, I bet John does hide an elf on the shelf for himself every night. Maybe I will. He came.
He came.
All right. Well, now that you know the brand, would you say that it's an on-brand, off-brand?
This is on brand for me. Didn't know it was, and then now after hearing this and like feeling such an emotional anything that like was on TV as a kid in like the 80s, it's just in my DNA at this point. I'm an Energizer girl. There, I said it.
There, you said it. Merch. That is merch. Because you can do it in the logo.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's on brand for me too. I don't think it's a hard on brand for me. I personally don't like the look of it.
It'd be weird if it was like a hard on brand. Like I'm sure there are people it's like Energizer or bust.
I listen. I could use those batteries in a way that it would become a hard on brand for me.
Sure, yeah.
But what I wanted to say was I don't like the look of the Energizer Bunny. I think it's an ugly mascot.
Oh.
I don't find it endearing. I like the concept of it. I think that's a great concept that it just goes and goes and goes and it ends up in all these
You want it to
places.
look like a real bunny with like long, sharp brown teeth.
I'm not. It does to me. It doesn't have to be a bunny.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
care what it is. I just don't love. It's not like
Yeah.
I'm not going to go buy an Energizer Bunny action figure.
Yeah, sure.
I don't need that on
Christmas
my desk.
ornament.
But it's an on-brand for me.
Energizer Bunny by Red Cross. You're not racing out to get a beanie.
Ooh,
Actually, now that you mention
beanie.
it.
I am determined in the new year to complete an entire outfit that I paid for with blood.
The way things are going, this is new. This is a new thing where they like give people such good swag for blood.
I mean, it is there was a meeting. They're like, okay, there's a bunch of people like this guy, John. How do we get him in here to give their blood?
I'm sure like hospitals are turning away blood. I think the dumpster outside of a hospital is just full of bags of blood because they're like, we don't need it.
You know what's crazy about giving blood? The app is very modern and nice. And
Really?
Yes, I know.
The Red Cross app?
It keeps like, it's
Wow.
called like Donate Blood, I think. But it keeps track of how much I've given. It tracks my blood for me. Like it tells me when it's in storage.
Oh
it
my
tells me
gosh.
when it got used, where it got used. It's like your blood saved lives today.
How are they tracking that?
I would hope they're tracking it.
I
They don't just get a bag of blood and throw it in the back of a truck and say,
I mean, are there like somebody's like scanning it
There's-
like a self-checkout thing and it's like how is the Red Cross blood tracking app like more sophisticated than like the DMV?
I mean, it's blood. It's
Yeah.
like you going inside people. They have
I
to
think it's like the pizza tracker where it's fake.
I
And they're just like,
100% don't.
yay, your blood made it to a sick old lady. Doesn't that feel good? Come back and give some more blood soon.
And they're all really just in an
Wink.
alley drinking it.
Yes, they're in an alley
No,
drinking
because
it.
they put barcodes on it. They have to know that it's clean.
I know, but just the infrastructure.
It tells you when it's being tested, like it's cleared the testing process. It's
Sure.
now it's available.
Yeah.
And like, because I have done it twice, and like they're both have gone to different hospitals.
That's great.
I know you don't believe it. We'll see. All right.
It's a good idea.
Well, there you go. That's Energizer. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever holiday you celebrate. We appreciate you being part of our holiday. And of course, before we go, we have to give a few shout outs because we have to have some special Christmas Freaks of the Week.
Ooh, ooh.
So we have 5 special Christmas Freaks of the Week. And if you're wondering how you become Freak of the Week, it's really easy. Every Wednesday on Instagram, on our stories, I post a little puzzle. If you solve that puzzle, you're going to get a little message from me letting you know that you got it right. And I'm going to add your name to the Wheel of Freaks. And then I'm going to spin that wheel 5 times and pick 5 Freaks of the Week. And that's what all of these people did. And that's why they're getting their name shouted out right now on Christmas Day, making everybody else jealous. So congratulations to Natasha, to Matt Spivey, to Aaron Powell, to Lisa Hollow-Peter, and to Betsy Westendorf. You are 5 Freaks of the Week. We appreciate you. Thank you for playing. And if you don't already, check out our Instagram on Wednesdays. Check it out on Mondays where we put our supplementals. Check it out on Thursdays when we put our poster. Check it out on Tuesdays just because. Check it out on Fridays if you're trying to hook up. There's always something fun to do on Instagram, so check us out. And be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube also. It's completely free to do, and it helps us out, and we get really excited every time we see that number tick up.
While we're giving shout outs, I'd like to shout out a lovely listener who left us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We have Blanca Panda, who said, Titanic Connections. I found this podcast from another podcast and I've been hooked. I came for the brand knowledge, but I stayed for the Titanic connections. They really do a great job connecting it all. Wow, girl, you love Titanic. Us too. Who doesn't?
Which one? The 1912 or the 97? They're both
Which
great.
VHS is your favorite? Part 1 or part 2 of the double VHS bundle?
God, switching VHS. Is there anything worse?
If you haven't left us a review on Apple Podcasts, please do that. It helps us out. Or just give a 5-star review on wherever you listen to podcasts. But this is the easiest place for us to track them. Check out our Instagram at OnBrandThePod, TikTok at OnBrandThePodcast, play John's Insta Egg game, chat with him in bed, in jeans. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas. We are so grateful for you all year long, and your listenership is the best gift we could ask for this year.
Aw, I mean, I wouldn't mind an iPad.
You have been saying you want an iPad.
I really
If
want
anybody
an
has an
iPad.
old iPad they want to get rid of.
I don't want an old one because I have an old one. They stopped working. Like, it wouldn't hold a charge.
Okay, if anyone has like a gently used but still newish iPad.
Yeah, new in box. You got it from a Christmas party. You don't even want it. I'll take it.
And with that, we'll be back next week with an all-new episode.
And remember, we may go off topic, but we'll always be on brand.
Bye.
Bye.
brand.